welcome back to Bleed With Me podcast. I'm your host, Micaela Superstar, and tonight I'm here with Jerbil, your other host.
Yeah.
Our producer slash Googler, Electric.
What up?
And a special guest, Omar, from Ghost Cult Magazine and other things.
Hello. Nice to
Hello.
be here. Nice to be here for season 2. Woo, woo, I made it.
I know. We
Yeah.
finally got you back. We squeezed you in. Yeah, we had you on a long time ago.
Yep.
I
I think
don't even remember what we talked about, but we'd been talking about having you come back on for a while. So now, finally, I thought it was funny to have you come talk about Obsession because you're one of my ex-boyfriends, and I thought that was hilarious. I don't know why. And plus, you love horror movies, and you actually really like a lot of YouTube horror shorts, which you and Jerbil watch a lot more of. So I
Yep.
was like, you might as well be on. I watched a bunch of them, but you guys seem to do it often. So I was like, just come on. It's kind of funny. But it struck me as funny because, like I said, we dated, and it's like, let's talk about Obsession in this theoretical way that, like I was saying earlier, if I had my actual boyfriend on who I'm dating right now, like that could go poorly. You know, that's not a comfortable thing. But it's funnier when it's like we've already broken up, we're just friends, and you know,
Yeah.
nothing bad will happen from the theoretical. Like, what would you do? You know, not that it would. I just think it was funny. You know. Also, my boyfriend literally won't come on and talk on the podcast, so nor did he see Obsession.
Oh.
Yeah, he's shy. He's a shy guy. It's okay. Shout out Eric.
Good man.
Shout out. He went to see Backrooms with me, which is what we're talking about after Obsession. So we wanted to talk about both of these films because they both come from a YouTube series of shorts, and both directors are very young. I mean, a lot of people are making these two, you know, they're putting these two guys together, but it's for good reason. Like, I don't know if anyone in Obsession's over 30 years old, you know? Like,
True.
Everyone's so young.
I didn't even think of that. Yeah.
You know, and like, Backrooms is just brilliant. The kid's like 20, so it's pretty great. But they both came from YouTube. And then we're also going to talk about some of the other horror shorts that turned into feature films and also just ones we like. So we have a lot to talk about tonight. But I'm very excited.
Micaela, the last time Omar was on was episode 9 to talk about Blackula and Philadelphia graphic novels.
Oh, nice. Yeah, we talked about Blackula and Philadelphia.
Yeah, I was thinking. I wasn't sure if that was it. Like, I remember we did something like Cabin Fever, too.
Yes. Oh, my God. Blackula was so good.
Yeah, I'm waiting for the hiatus to be done so it comes hopefully this year or maybe next year it'll be back. But it is coming back.
I was going to say, it's supposed to come back, right?
Yeah.
Well, definitely have to talk about that. Yeah, you're also our comic book person. You'll read comic books with me, and we'll usually recommend them. So
Oh, yeah.
it's about time you came back, Omar.
Yeah. Side note, Rodney Barnes had a podcast of short stories, of horror short stories he did for like 2 years.
Oh, really?
Really?
Yeah. It's called Run, Fool.
Oh, shit.
For real, yeah. You can see it on any platform. They're pretty good.
Oh, okay. Fuck yeah.
Like 15, 20 minutes.
There's probably a whole world of that I don't even know about.
Dude, they're so like...
Of like short form, like narrated horror. Yeah.
I have a few... I just found a new Kickstarter for... I can't remember the name of it right now. From a comic book for a graphic novel that's based on a scripted podcast, like a horror podcast shorts. It's just all audio, and they're turning it into like into a comic book. And I was like, oh wow. I was like, okay.
That's awesome.
Awesome.
I liked like Old Gods of Appalachia, but I haven't like the same idea. You know, it was like fiction in podcast form. Oh, this is Ballin Studios. Oh yeah, that's cool.
Run Full with Rodney Barnes. He's
No.
gave us all these horror ones, and if you love sports, he also did that NBA basketball
No.
series on Showtime.
Punk's in the building.
Absolutely not. Okay. So let's get back to what we're talking about, Mr. Obsession. Curry Barker. I think I don't know, me and Jerbil discussed it briefly. I think it's...
I've been glazing Curry Barker for years now.
You really have. You were all into milk and cereal forever.
Yeah, I was talking about him when Sean was on.
You were. Yeah, you were like, you gotta watch it.
He's super talented. Even the stuff was low budget, and some of it wasn't even that great.
Like Warnings isn't great, but it's well done.
Yeah, but you could tell it's there. Everything he needs is there. He just needs to, do a little work.
He needed money,
and he sure as fuck did.
Most of the time, it's money, and because money gets you time, money gets you talent, and then once you get all those things lined up, it's like, let's really see what you can do.
Yeah, you don't get stretched out trying to do everything yourself for free.
Yeah. And he's funny. Like some of it's corny, some of it's predictable, but it's like it was still like all pretty good. You know what I mean? Like nothing, I didn't hate anything I watched by him.
But it's very creative. But he's got no
super
budget.
Creative. He doesn't.
No budget.
Yeah.
It's great. It's like wow. It's like like they talked about like I saw was it the Chair one. I saw that one first probably, so I didn't know who this guy was.
Yeah.
So I saw like the Chair a couple years ago, and I was like, okay, Then I saw
the Chair.
Then I saw Obsession, and I was like, and then they started talking about like, oh, he made this other movie, Milk and Cereal, for like $800. I was like, what? Then I had to go watch that. And I was like, okay, I see what he was doing.
It reminded me of Creep a little bit.
Yeah, definitely.
And then I like that Creep was in Backrooms, which is interesting. The guy who did Creep, whatever his name is.
Mark Duplass.
Duplass. He's awesome. He, I think, inspired Curry too, because again, that Milk and Cereal reminded me a lot of Creep, and the Chair was like a Twilight Zone, and that was like kind of fun, low budget. I like that he was talking. I heard him talking about his stuff a little, and was like, with that and with the Willow. He's like, I just create this thing. He's like, but I don't want it explained necessarily. Like, I don't need it explained, or like that's for other people to figure out. He's like, I don't even think I have the right to figure it out or whatever. Like, that's in the world now. And so he's like, no, I don't have any explanation for how it works or where it came from. And he's like, and I don't care. And I was like, I feel like this guy's him and this other dude's so David Lynch, and like kind of don't even know it.
That's cool though, and it comes from like kind of the YouTube world where it's like you got to make a short movie, so it's not necessarily a full story. It's just like an atmosphere. Yeah. And you're not really gonna find out why all that shit happened. You're just gonna be in that one moment.
It's kind of like comic books too. There's a lot of overlap I see with all these YouTube guys who are just making short films, because I've worked with oh god, what's his name? My buddy Bradley. My buddy Bradley Crenzo. We shot maybe 3 or 4 shorts together when I did my Jackal Slasher movie like a decade ago. Like, he lived in Jersey and he had access to cameras through his job. So I went out to Jersey a bunch and shot a couple like 80s cheesy 80s music videos and 3 or 4 short films. And some of them are funny, some of them are just like straight 80s camp. And it's like, this is what he has. It's like, hey, I have these cameras. I have access to this location because of my job. So cool, He worked for the city. He worked for a mayor's office. He worked for the city. So in his little town in Jersey. So we're able to like shoot in the courthouses and just like run around with nobody bothering us. Be on rooftops that we shouldn't have been. And just because, work with what you got. You don't have to have a lot of money. And it's like, cool, he's not spending money on gear. You're just spending money on talent and food. Like, everybody who's making a short film should do is like, all right, if you can't pay your crew, feed your crew. That's one thing I've learned. Yeah. Feed your crew. So people bend over backwards for you, but just keep them fed.
Yeah.
That's true. They fed us on Poultrygeist, and I was surprised.
I'm willing to do a lot for a burger or a steak sandy or something,
Good to know.
You never know what
Or
work. Yeah. I mean, shorts are just great, man. It's like, because it's like, you do a short because everybody was, oh man, I have an idea for this epic, sprawling, like, hour and a half, 2 hour movie that's going to require at least $5 million to get it started. It's like, yo, people don't know you. Use your phone.
Yeah.
yeah,
People, hell, we said quarantine, people use webcams to do complete
Yeah.
yeah.
horror
And
shorts.
it
And it's,
worked.
yeah,
Mhm.
it's
Yeah.
all in how you write it and just creativity, man. Like, sometimes having too much money, is a detriment, but having less money forces you to be more creative.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
And you can like kind of sit there because sometimes you just come up, you have like an idea for just like a scene that has no explanation, no backstory or anything, and you could just kind of do that, and that could be the whole movie. That could be the whole, And a lot of these movies came from something like that. It was just a scene, just
Yeah,
one situation.
100%. And this movie came from. He said like I read listened to some interviews and it said that it was like first this idea of like codependency and this obsessive thing and like, but then he also saw the Simpsons monkey paw episode and then got obsessed
Nice.
with that idea for the little willow thing. And I thought to myself, that's the first time you heard monkey paw, huh? Like, because he was on Always Sunny,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
they were like watching that one together. And I was like, I remember having to read that when I was a kid. Like, isn't that like Ray Bradbury or something, or like
Yeah.
somebody like that?
I'll look it
I
up.
can't remember it, but it was like it's like a classic short story. And I was like, if they don't teach monkey paw in the public schools anymore,
They don't.
I'm outraged because it's like everyone should know monkey paw. Like, it's like, what if you really get a wish?
Yeah.
And you don't know the monkey paw rules. I was like, oh, and I hope you've seen like the one out of 400,000 fucking episodes of the fucking Simpsons to know that. Good luck.
So The Monkey's Paw was written by English author W. W. Jacobs and first published in Harper's Monthly in 1902. It's considered
Oh, wow.
a classic supernatural horror tale and serves as a cautionary warning about the dangers interfering with fate and unintended consequences.
Yeah, see? Like, it's so old. So old, I was way off. Older than old. And I was like, they don't even make you read that anymore? It's like, yeah, it's classic. I don't know, maybe it's kind of racist, though, too. Who knows?
I think we read that in like 4th grade.
Yeah, right? Like,
And
I
I remember the teacher made us write a story about a
Right?
wish.
Same.
And I have it right over there somewhere.
Oh my God, go get it.
Yeah. You want to see
It's
it?
been
Yes.
I'll get it after.
Okay.
It's like right over there.
it's been done so many times that the younger people now probably don't know the origin of it. So
Right,
Yeah,
it's
some
The
kind of
Simpsons.
iteration.
Yeah.
Some people know it from The
Yeah.
Simpsons. There's been
Yeah.
a few other movies and other TV shows I've had monkey's paw type,
Oh,
like
yeah.
things and everything.
Like
From
Monkey.
Gravity Falls had it. Monkey.
The monkey. That Oz Perkins?
Yeah.
Isn't that Oz
Oh
Perkins?
yeah.
It was all that was a 100% monkey paw kind of shit,
Yeah.
wasn't it? Like it
Yeah.
was like a wish thing
Yeah,
or
it
something?
definitely was.
Or
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
remember. But anyway.
it was a Stephen King story. That was a Stephen King story. I remember that.
But it wasn't that
Yeah.
based most like on a monkey paw sort of thing. Isn't it? Based on like wishes or something? I can't remember. Anyway. Monkeys. So I was just surprised, but that's what he said. It came out of that. So you just get these like ideas where you're like, oh, that's fucked up. Like, he worked it into the One Wish Willow, and then he was talking about how he designed the box and how there's all these different boxes they were working with that he was designing with
His mom.
because she's a graphic designer. And he's like, I'm into that stuff too, but my mom, he's like, I usually send it to my mom and she'll kind of like be the final eyes on stuff, essentially. And I was like, that's so fucking cute.
Oh,
Like,
I
oh
love
my
that.
God. Yeah, I love that too. I was like, you designed that with your rad.
Yeah.
So rad. And that they used Pearl and Midsommar for reference in the Vicky Vicky.
Oh yeah, with
Mickey.
the standing there with the smile, I definitely
Mickey,
noticed
right?
that.
Mickey.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were like watching a bunch of Pearl and a bunch of like
Yeah.
fucking Midsommar. They're like the crying and all that weird stuff, and I was like,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
totally, I could see that. And I like when like again, it doesn't even occur to them to be like afraid to be referential, to just be like, yeah, we watch these things and that's cool, you know what I mean?
And that-
Like no one's trying to be like, we just thought of everything original.
And that's
It's
like, especially with
I
like a
love
young
that.
horror
Yeah.
director, usually it's like almost like a fan movie of
Right.
every movie they've ever liked. And this was like super original. And I don't know, maybe they went over my head, but I didn't see a lot of like tropes. You know what I mean? And
No.
I'm gonna watch it a couple more times and see if there's probably a few. But like, I feel like, I don't know, like,
What I
you know, like I said, it's like especially like a new director making his first like big budget movie, they like they want to like put homages to everything they love in it, like blatant ones, you know, which is sick too. I love that.
Right. I mean, again, there's getting, there's being influenced by, and then there's just ripping stuff off, you know, like Tarantino does or whatever.
Yeah, definitely.
Which can be
exactly
enjoyable
what he does.
too, but
Totally.
you know what I mean? It's a different thing, and I like that this is fresher feeling, which is also earlier Tarantino. Like, I feel like
True.
Same with George Lucas. All that
Oh my
Star
God.
Wars, like the dog fights are like military fighting
the
videos.
entire story is based on Kurosawa.
And Dune.
It's based on a Kurosawa film.
And Dune.
Like, literally. The Hidden Fortress is literally the first fucking Star Wars. He says it. He was going to remake that Kurosawa film, and then he tweaked it so much and made it into this whole other thing, and he's like, well, now it's not exactly a remake, it's sort of my thing, but it's the exact same story, like two idiots who have to take a fucking princess somewhere because these people are after her. And they just want to get paid, and they don't give a two shits either way. It's like, and there's like they trick the fucking dudes at the gate. Like, I made Eric watch it with me, and he's like, holy shit, this is fucking Star Wars. And I'm like, yeah, everyone rips off Kurosawa. His movies have been remade, and no one really gives him credit anymore or something. I don't know. They mean, in like film worlds they do, but it's like people don't really know that about Star Wars.
And a lot of people know that. Trust me, a lot of people know because he doesn't shy away from saying who he was influenced by. And then
he said I was going to remake it. Yeah.
And all that stuff with Dune, a lot of people talk about Dune, like, oh, the spice. I'm like, oh, Spice Runner. I was like, that's all from Dune, you know? So there's a lot of things and people, but he becomes so popular, you forget the original when the cover.
That's what I'm saying.
It's so popular.
But with Obsession, it's like, I have no one to really compare it to. It's like, yes, I can see your influences, but
yeah, but it was super original.
It's so
creative,
and it's the thing that I realized, I think, with both these films that we're going to talk about tonight, which I wasn't really going to say to the end, but now it just seems keep coming up. Ouch. Sorry, I have like paper notes tonight, which is so old-fashioned. But seeing men finally illustrate how toxic and deadly and selfish men are in this way that I can relate to, because I know that like some people try to do that in the like 70s, especially in like, I don't know, throughout film, but it just never really sat well to me, and it always like kind of reeked of the male gaze and like misogyny, whereas these two films, it's like, it reminds me of some of the stuff like with Stephen King, where I'm almost like, or like Grady Hendrix, where I was like, did a fucking woman write this? Like, how are you guys so good at understanding how bad men are? And I, you know, I love you guys, you know, and just talking the royal men of like how scary they are. Yeah. And like seeing young men finally illustrate that, how toxic and deadly and selfish men are. And you'd think that, you know, they seem fairly well-adjusted fucking dudes. And actually, Kane's mom is a therapist. And I just thought that was really interesting, which we'll get to with Backrooms. And I was just like, it was like, it wasn't refreshing. It was terrifying in how self-aware this director is of how scary and selfish men are.
Yeah, it was pretty blatant, where it was like, all right, dude creates this environment where this woman's completely fucking dependent on him, and then is annoyed by it. You know, like
companion.
It's more than that, but you know,
It
like,
had companion vibes too.
Basically,
Yeah.
yeah, definitely.
Sex slave forced into it, and then being cognitive.
And then it was like too much for him. It was like, I don't like this.
I mean, who would?
If you wonder about dark matter, missing links, and wild lives of scientists, space updates, and cutting-edge technological breakthroughs, then this is a podcast you've been looking for.
Join hosts Micaela Superstar and Electric
And Jerbil.
Shut up, Jerbil!
for a drink and a savvy science conversation that gives you fuel for your nerdiest discourse and jokes you can't wait to rip off.
Check out our website at thebluntletters.com, our new home on the interwebs for all things blunt letters.
Follow us and subscribe wherever you listen to podcasts, including Apple Podcasts.
Fancy. The Blunt Letters Podcast, subversively nerdy.
And so, like, let's get into it, I guess. I mean, I don't like to really go through play-by-plays with movies. I think that's really weird. It's like either you've watched the movie and we're going to talk about our opinions on these certain parts you've already seen, or you haven't seen it and you're not going to know what the fuck we're talking about and it's going to be all spoilers. So at this point, if you haven't seen it, either be ready to not know what's really going on.
Shut it off, go see it. Then
yeah, but like we'll give you a brief lowdown. There's some friends who work together in a music store. They seem to have been friends since they were kids, since they're not that old. And he's had a crush on her for supposedly 7 years or some bullshit. And this one dude's mildly obsessed with his friend, like, which is kind of funny. He starts off as the really obsessed one, but he can't talk to her because he's a loser. Yeah. And so instead, long story short, he gets this little wish thing, the one wish willow, and he makes a wish that she loves him more than anything in the world. Anything else. And she does. And it's terrifying. Because if someone truly loved you more than anything else, that is not good. That is a curse.
Yeah.
And one thing I love from this director that he said himself, the wish itself is cursed. He's like, you should... the fact that he even wished for that. He's like, you can beat the will. He's like, you see the guy at the crystal store. He got his wish and he used it and he's fine. His friend wished for $1 billion. He got it. He's fine. The wish itself is inherently not cursed. Your wish was a cursed wish.
Yeah.
Because what you asked for was for someone to be controlled by you against their will, which is horrifying.
Yep.
No one should wish. And again, so there's like, okay, that's a cursed wish. But then here we are saying, well, of course he didn't think that was going to happen. So then there's this innocence in that. Like, let's give him the benefit of the doubt that he was just saying it. Like, it was a turn of phrase. He's like, I just wish she loved me, and like broke it and did not think for 1 second it was going to happen, right?
But he still did the whole ritual.
And
it
then
was like
that's
was more than just like thinking about it. It was just like he did the thing.
He did the thing, but then he was like, whatever, that's bullshit. The problem becomes the second he doesn't fix it immediately.
Yeah.
Which is like 5 minutes later. You know what I'm saying?
The second I
It's
saw
like,
him do it, I was trying to think of ways I can get out of that. Like,
you call your friend and say, I need you to meet me at the crystal store.
Yeah. We gotta handle this.
I fucked up. I know.
Because it got weird right away.
It got immediately weird.
Yeah.
And then the guy said at that store, all you really have to do is find someone to wish that you didn't make that wish.
You're not getting my wish. Yeah.
Right?
I know. I guess that's kind of a part of the whole story, though, because everybody, once they find out the wish is real, they're like, well, why would I use my wish to help you?
And then what happens to them?
Yeah.
They fucking die.
Yeah, well, yeah.
I wish I had 2 wishes.
I kind of get that feel. Yeah.
Exactly. You know?
Right? There was no rules like that. There was no genie being like, you can't wish for more wishes. Nobody said that.
Yeah.
You could have wished for more wishes.
Yeah.
Like, I would just be like, I wish that everything I ever wish works.
That's true.
Unlimited wishes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Just every time I wish for something, I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But dude, Bear was like an interesting character. Like Bear was like the
wait a minute. I can't let this go. Hold on a second.
The bear.
No.
Baron.
If your friend came to you and said, I accidentally fucked our friend's brain up and she's trapped inside being fucking tortured, you'd be like, I want my fucking $2,000 instead. Like, you'd be like, I want my wish instead of saving my friend. Like, shouldn't saving your friend be one of the greatest wishes you could do or whatever? Like, if your friend was dying of cancer, you wouldn't use your wish on that or something? Like, that seems crazy. I would totally just use my wish to save my friend.
Yeah.
I bet she's trapped. She's trapped being obsessed with you, you stupid asshole. Like, she's fucking him, and I like you.
But that's like Bear was a weirdo.
Do you know what I know? I'd do it for her sake, not him.
Yeah, no, I know what I'm saying. But like, I'd be like, if Bear told me that, I'd be like, you're full of shit.
But if you saw how she was acting and...
Yeah.
But then you,
right.
They were the ones who were like, "What have you done to her?" You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like she's having a mental breakdown.
And then Bear
she was
comes to you
sucking
covered
my
in blood.
dick 2 days ago.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. No. The thing is, any one of them would have been like fine if they really believed him. But like he waited too long and seemed too crazy. But if you're like, look, I know this seems stupid. You need to do this for me.
I would have just started getting people that don't believe it and like,
or just get a fucking Craigslist ad.
Be like, say I want
$20.
I want John to get $1 billion and break that stick, and then I'm gonna give you $20.
Go you find any
I would just like I would just do that to a bunch of people. Yeah, I would get a bunch of people to wish for stuff for me. That didn't believe it, you know what I mean?
I mean, I'm not here to exploit people who need money, like Poober.
I don't say
yeah.
But I would definitely like maybe go somewhere and be like, I'll give you $100 to do this silly little thing for me, and they'd be like, sure.
Yeah, that's what I.
You know,
I like
he didn't try any one of those things.
These people have no critical thinking skills.
And again, we all know that movies have to be about stupid
That's
people.
horror movie, yeah.
Or they'd be 5 minutes long. I mean, if it was about us, this movie would be a short, because it'd be like, oh, fuck, here, help me out. And then any one of you probably would believe me enough to be like, fuck it, Micaela.
And then we'll get a bunch of other people to go make a bunch of cool wishes.
Look, then Lupe can wish for $1 billion and split it between us. I mean, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that $1 billion is plenty for all of us. Yeah.
I mean, how much, what do we need? You know, what do we need?
Yeah, I only need like 1,000, honestly.
More than money, you know. I want to live for eternity. Okay, me and my friends all live to be like vampires for eternity. You know, it's like everyone, you know, whatever. But like, you'd probably want to save your friend first.
Yeah.
I would think, I hope, look, if I'm in a curse, will help you guys save me instead of having like some magic wish.
Yeah.
Please. Because, as we find out, he does not do anything about it, and he at first sort of enjoys it, but not really, but kind of. But then it gets really out of hand because
he at first thought it was a drunk. He thought she was like high, so he didn't do anything. So the first time he was respectful and like slept on the floor away.
He did, but then as things progressed,
the next time.
And then he found out she was lying about shit and things got shady. It's like there's so many levels of wrong to this. And that's why he starts to just like, you start to hate him so fucking much. And that's why he's like one of the best villains ever.
He had multiple outs.
There's so many, I love that he's a villain and he's also this like sniveling incel, like fucking male loneliness bullshit.
He wasn't like an evil guy. He was just like
he's a kid that grew up.
And all he needed to do was one of two things: grow a fucking beard and be one of those guys with a beard and be kind of grisly, and girls love that. You can even have a pot belly. Or read GQ and get a good fucking haircut and some nice clothes. Like, those are your two options, and they're both really fucking easy.
It's not that hard to be cool.
No, not for men at all, especially. It's like...
And if you're tall.
Yeah,
if you don't even have to act cool totally.
No.
You don't even have to be tall. You just gotta have some fucking riz and some style. Like, just fucking...
Playing guitar is
greasy
really easy.
ass fucking weird bangs. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I had, like, terrible hair...
Yeah, but if he looked like that and he could play like super basic guitar, he would have been fine.
He probably did.
He did.
Fucking did. He did play guitar.
He was playing guitar in his bed.
Yes. Yeah, he could play.
Oh, that's right.
In the montage. Yeah.
He just looked like
cool,
shit.
even though he could play guitar.
Yeah, he just was pathetic.
I'll say this. I think, you know, the way I see the movie 3 times. So like I analyze it each time, every time I watch. I keep picking up more little things. To me, it's like he reminds me of the generation because let's say they're like high school, not they're out of high school, they're early 20s, they're like 19, 20-year-old kids. That's where I'm guessing they're about. So I'm looking at it as they grew up where they didn't keep score. So nobody knows how to take a loss. So he doesn't know how to win. So if everybody gets a trophy, he doesn't know how to handle a rejection. So he's like, oh no, what is a no? I don't. What if I ask her out and she says no? Okay. Yeah. It's like applying for a job. It's like, hey, I applied for one job. It says no, I can't apply for more jobs. No, you got to talk to people. He doesn't know how to, it's like, I'm not saying go out there and become a player.
That's an interesting theory. Yeah. Like I like it because it's definitely like Gen Z kids making the movie.
Yeah.
You don't have to be. You don't go out there and try to like fuck every chick out there. But it's like, dude, it's like, it's like a thing. I tell like the younger ones or people who are not used to interacting with people after being married for years or whatever. Yeah. I was like, dude, just like talk to 5 people. Talk to whatever you're attracted to. Talk to them, just without making it sexual. It's like, hey, nice nails. Boom, that's it. Oh, hey, nice. I like your style. Like great shoes, great hat, nice earrings. Oh, awesome tats. That's it. Talk to the person bagging your groceries. Talking to
don't say that. Awesome tats.
Just. But you're not touching them. You're not like
be cooler about it.
Just but it's like simple. You're just doing the bare minimum of like communicating. You talk to like 5 people a day. After a while, you talk to 5 people a day for like a month. I'm too tired to do math, but that's a lot of people you've talked to. Yeah. So your approach anxiety goes away. Like people have approach anxiety. So now you've talked to you talk to over like 50, 60 people in a month. Just little hey, that's cool, and just keep it moving. After a while, you might fall into something, or you should feel
and
more
then you
confidence.
Start getting good at it too, and you're funnier.
And he needed that. He needed to hear like no's, or he needed to like just say, "Hey, I like your, like hey, I like your shoes," and then run away. Like, "Oh, you got cool glasses," and then run away from somebody else. Without the fear of trying to get the number, trying to hook up. Just to have the interaction, so you can get more comfortable, because.
Well, the thing is, too, he shows this thing that a lot of men do where they idolize one specific woman and they make her this idea and they make her this concept and no one else can, like, be as good as her. And it's, like, it's so out of reach that and again, it's like, if she's so special, like, make it happen and find out, like you said, or... like, you need to move the fuck on because there isn't just one person that's going to make you happy. And if you think that, then you don't actually value women as people or humans. They're just an idea to you. And that's exactly what he shows, because he never, ever really loved her. Ever. Because it proves it to you at the very, very end of this film with one simple act. That he never fucking truly loved her, because when she snaps the fucking her own little one wish willow at the end, she goes, I know what you want. And she wishes for him to love her as much as she loves him. And then that's when he finally fucking kills himself, which is what he should have done at the beginning.
No. You kind of missed it. You missed it. Because, like, all right, we're going to go back. Let's go to the end, right? Where he was like, he didn't know how to get her out of that spell. She did a lot of damage to their friends around them. She did a lot of damage to their friends around them. But when he was in the bathroom with the gun, it's like, a lot of guys shoot themselves. And I noticed that. It's like, oh yeah, you see guys kill themselves with guns. A lot of guys just blow their brains out. He was, air quotes, I was doing it all wrong. Whatever. He was too pussy to shoot himself. So he took the safer way that you see a lot of women would take themselves out, by taking pills. So he swallowed a whole ton of pills, but he was such a pussy. Even then, he couldn't keep the pills down. He was getting ready to throw up the pills before she snapped the stick. And I was like, this guy's a fucking pussy.
No.
Yeah.
They pan out after, and she had already snapped it.
He was, but if you remember, like the low spells of possession.
Stick. Mm-hmm. She snapped it and wished for that, and it cuts to him going to kill himself immediately.
No, it doesn't.
But, he had just taken the pills when she did that.
So, he locked her out of the bathroom. So he's in the bathroom, got the gun. I can't do it. Oh, the pills. I can swallow the pills. Swallowed his grandma's pills. Swallowed all her pills. And he's sitting there with the bills in his system for a second, and then he freaks out and grabs a garbage can, and then he's got his fingers in his mouth.
Yeah, no, I remember
getting ready
that
to throw
part.
up the pill. Yeah, he was going to throw up the pills because he was too much of a pussy to kill himself.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, but then
because that's when she snaps it, and then he jumps up and he runs.
And he's
to her.
possessed, and he's possessed by whatever the love demon is that possessed her.
There's no possession. Carrie Barker, it's not possession. It's just the idea of being obsessed with somebody. There's no demon. There's no supernatural.
No, not literally. Yeah, but like the spell hit him, you know, and
then the spell hit him, and he stopped trying to kill himself.
Yeah,
well, I mean, he stopped trying to kill himself. He stopped trying to throw up.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
When she snapped the thing.
And then he dies because he didn't do it.
Because he didn't do it.
He didn't throw up the pills. Because if you notice, when she did it, when she got the thing, it took her a while for her to like, hey, what's going on? Like, what the fuck's going on? Like, it was like fighting. She was like having that mental fight of herself of like, wait a minute, why am I kissing you?
Yeah, why am I acting
and
like
she,
this?
you know, she's like, what's going on? Like, she didn't know what was going on. Like, it's not me. She's the one screaming, it's not me, it's not me. Right. So the same thing was happening to him. Like whatever took over in his head, whatever, I'm gonna call it a demon for right now. Like whatever took over for him when she snapped the stick on him to love him. Yeah, when the obsession took over for him, it didn't correlate to, hey, you just took pills. It was like, oh my God, I love you. Hey, I want to be with you immediately. And then if it lasted like maybe another,
he didn't fight it at all.
Yeah, he didn't think about it. He's like, oh no, we just did this. I'm hiding away from you now I have to unlock it and come to you. And I'm like, oh no, I already did this thing. If he lasted like 10, 20 more minutes later, he might have been like, oh no, I gotta take care of myself before. But
yeah, if he would have fought it for even a second, he could have finished the whole thing.
Yeah,
off.
he would have thrown up anyway, and just he wasn't gonna do it anyway. He was just gonna let her suffer. And I just thought he was like such a weak man.
Yeah, he wasn't gonna actually kill himself.
Because he didn't have to.
He was thinking about it, and he knew he should. He felt guilty because he just killed. It took 2 people dying in front of him at this point. Everyone. And then he was like, well, maybe I need to just kill myself to end this so other people don't die. But he still didn't love her enough to do it for her, even though she was begging in her sleep for him to kill her and was actively raping her repeatedly over and over again. Because even that's like one of the most horrific scenes is when they're at the fucking restaurant. It's not the fact that she loses her mind. It's the fact he takes her home and fucks her and rapes her after that scene. Where he's like, I don't care at all. And then he knew
something was weird, and he still was.
And then it cuts to him raping her, and it's fucking nuts. And she's all hollow-eyed and shit. So it's like, that's what I'm saying is like, okay, so if she snapped that shit right when he was trying to throw up those pills, I feel like, he stopped because he was like, I have to die, and then just went and hung out with her to die because he would want to die in her arms. But only until that moment, he didn't give 2 shits of what he was doing to her.
No, I think he would have went back to the way he was, because when she was like smashing herself in the face at the party, it's not me, he's just like, oh crap, he's in the chair, not doing anything, not helping, not trying to stop it. He just sat there while she knocked herself out, basically.
So what are you saying?
I think he would have just accepted her. He would have figured out a way to live with her being the way she was, because like, why can't you be like Nikki? Yeah, I'm saying like him before, not the obsession version of him, the regular version of Bear would have just been like, I would have just been with you, not, because he just couldn't.
That's the point, Omar. That's what exactly we're saying the same thing, but I don't understand where you're getting your wires. Yes.
Okay.
Exactly. He's a piece of shit. He'd keep raping her over and over again, even though he just saw people die, and I think he was gonna kill himself, and then was too like cowardly to be like, no, I can't do it. And went to throw up, and then she snapped the thing and was like, I want you to love me. And then he finally was like, you know what? I'm not going to throw up. I'm going to fucking let myself die. It's the only way to free her.
No, I don't. Wow, all right. I didn't take it that way.
Yeah, you know what?
Of course, that's the point. That's the only time he ever gave 2 shits about her is when she finally had to make her own wish that he gave. All right,
so look, I think I took. Maybe
and then
I
if
took
he
it
really realized,
way,
if you really loved someone truly, and you realized what you had been doing to them, you would fucking want to kill yourself.
Like in Twin Peaks, when Leland realizes what happened.
He kills himself because he's like, I can't believe I raped my daughter.
Yeah.
Spoiler Twin Peaks. You know what I mean? Because like under direct, he actually had a demon he was possessed by. This wasn't even just him being selfish, and he raped his daughter, killed his daughter, and when he figured it out, he fucking killed himself. And it's like, because he loved her so much, it's like that's the whole point of that ending, is that only until she wished for him to truly love her did he give a fuck and let himself die.
I don't think he like I took it as he didn't love her enough to like let her be free, because it's like, hey, what's so bad about being with me?
Not until she went snappy snap, and then finally he was like, oh fuck it, I'm gonna die for you.
No, I don't think he knew he was gonna die.
You don't think so?
I don't think so, because like I said, I think that he was. I think his head was.
Barf.
Yeah, his head was still cloudy from the obsession taking over, so it didn't realize, like, oh, I need to throw this up anyway, then I could go love you. It stopped him. He his wires weren't all, he was clouded, so he didn't get a chance to like stop himself from throwing. He should like, I need to throw up, then go be obsessed with her. Like, I'm just stopping this.
That's what I thought too, but honestly, I think both of those kind of work.
Yeah.
And now I don't know which one.
I think it's probably a combination of both.
Well, yeah, because I see what you're saying, because he literally just kind of forgot he took the pills. I just needed to be in her arms right now.
Yeah.
He didn't know he was about to die anymore.
No.
I took it as he totally
But I
did.
see what you're saying. It was like, oh shit, I need to die for her to be okay again. Yeah.
I thought he was like, and then she was like, snap, and then he was like, what am I doing? Of course I have to die for her.
Man,
no, I saw it as like, I saw it as him being as, I'm gonna throw these pills up, and we'll figure out how to survive this mess together the way he normally was. Like, without her snapping the willow at all, he would have just been like, okay, I guess we're gonna just hide this guy too. We'll get rid of all the bodies and we'll figure it out. That's why.
No, we agree. I'm just saying she snapped. Then what did she wish for?
She wished for him to love him, but he didn't love her enough to let her go. He didn't love her to let her go. She just wanted him to love her. He didn't love her. I'm gonna just kill myself to die. He would not have killed himself. If she didn't snap that stick, he would not have killed herself, and he would have kept.
That's what I'm saying, Omar.
No,
what are you arguing? What do you think I'm saying?
You're saying that she snapped a stick, and he was like, "Oh, I must die because I love you."
Yes, because it's the only way she's free. Remember that part of it?
Yeah.
Remember they said until you die. He knew that. He knew that if he killed himself, the curse on her would be over. Remember the phone call? Remember the guy in the crystal shop? They were
that was Curry Barker's voice.
I know it was. And they said to him, you could also die. They said until you die. And then she'll be fucking free of it. He knew that from the very start of this movie. So he knew the entire movie, if he just killed himself, she'd be free of this crazy shit that was happening to her. So that's what I'm saying. He's showing you how little he gives a fuck about her the whole movie. And then all of a sudden, he kills himself. And I think it happened because she snapped the wig. And I think he probably thought about it like you said, but I think only when she finally said, I need you to love me as much as I love you, did he finally actually love her for the first time in the film and not just obsess on her or have some made up idea of what she should be as his ideal girlfriend. And then he was like, oh, fuck. I got to let you go. I got to get out of here. I got to let you be free. This is all my fault. I've done so many horrible things. Goodbye. You know, and then, because, like, think if that happened to you. Or, like, remember, like, fucking Ozzy, where he, like, stopped drinking and shit because he, like, woke up in jail finding out he beat his wife and was like, oh, my God, that's horrifying. He didn't kill himself, but it was definitely life-changing. He was like, I gotta change. So it's like, I think he was like, this is the only way out. And if he was obsessed with her as much, then he would kill himself for her. And that's the only thing. That's the only time he ever loved her, was at the very end.
I think you're giving him redemption. I don't think he has any redeeming qualities. It's not redemption. It's like, oh my God, I will die for you. I will let you free. Like,
no, because he's obsessed.
Yeah,
because that's what it took. Like, do you know what I'm saying? It's that easy. It's like, if you don't love someone, you would rape them every fucking night and control them. If you love them, you would set them free from that, no matter, even if it would kill. Dude, Jerbil, would you kill someone to free? Would you kill someone to free your girlfriend from being raped or not?
Yeah, 100%.
I would.
But listen, all right, now I'm like, I gotta watch it again now because now like both of those kind of work, and I'm kind of, but now I'm thinking, all right, so what if there was a situation came up in the movie where she, while she's under the spell, knew that she had to kill herself to save him somehow? She would have done it without even thinking about it.
She would have. But that didn't have to happen because she was...
No, it never did have to happen.
That's what I'm saying. If she had to kill... She would step in front of a bullet for him.
Yeah. Man, I'm kind of lost now.
But he never would have done that for her until the very end when he finally died. Because he could have kept him... he could have made himself throw up on the couch. Be like, hold on a second, I want to live forever with you being crazy.
Yeah, but he was being a pussy. I see where Omar was coming from also. Like, he was just kind of a loser, and he couldn't kill himself.
Because he didn't love her.
He knew it was... No, it was... Maybe he did love her, but he knew it was the right thing to do, but he just couldn't do it.
Until his obsession for her truly took over, and he was like, I'll do whatever it takes to free you. I see the other side, though. Like,
he just kind of didn't even know anymore once he became obsessed with her. He's like, no, I just need to be in her arms right now.
He was too weak.
Forgot that the pills were in there in the first place,
Maybe.
Why was he going to kill himself in the first place? Was it because he felt guilty that he was doing this to another person?
I don't think he felt guilty about what he did to her. I think he felt guilty because, oh no, 2 of my friends are dead as well because of all this. There's 3 people's lives I fucked up.
He couldn't figure out a way to get out of that. Yeah.
No, I need to set her free. Like, cool, you set her free. She's probably going to go to jail for murder or something.
Yeah, and she's got to deal with all the problems now.
Yeah, she's still fucked. It's like he didn't do it altruistically. Yeah, I don't think he did anything. Yeah.
She's gonna snap out of it, and a bunch of bodies. Yeah.
Yeah, but then she'll say he kept me here and raped me and stuff.
Yeah,
also true.
That's probably the next 10 minutes. That's probably the next 10 minutes when the cops get there.
Yeah. The music, the movie needed another 15.
Yeah.
No, I like how it ended. I thought it was cool.
Yeah.
No, I thought it was amazing.
Yeah.
I thought it was great.
I
don't want to see that girl. That girl is gone through enough. I don't need to see her have a nervous breakdown.
No.
She was fantastic. She was fantastic from the start to end.
Yeah.
And I love how they had her in shadows. And if you look at I've seen it 3 times. Some of her facial features, she's got a rubbery face
with the little tiny speck of light in the eyes when she was in the doorway.
Yeah, she's got a couple.
That was so sick.
She's got a couple. She's got such an expressive face that I thought it was amazing. Cause
they also did really weird makeup on her in the shadows.
Yeah.
It came from this viral makeup thing where you highlight the wrong parts of your face, so you bring your cheekbones down and then you do black around your eyes here and white, so your eyes look hella weird when they're open. We'll put a link in the show notes or a little picture on Instagram. It's really creepy. Girls are doing it now because it's fun. But you just highlight up here really light and then down here really low, and then you just make your pupils look like part of your eyelid and shit, and that's what they did to her too, is that they made her actual makeup look fucking creepy, and that was really effective. And then they had a dancer who they hired to do the little creepy flower dance, in the dark. They someone who that wasn't even actually the actress, so that was interesting too.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I saw a bunch of interviews. It was great, and he said, his words himself were that she's not possessed, she's not angry. They didn't want her to be angry, only whiny and desperate and manipulative. They didn't want her coming from a place of anger, but of this just desperate need to be loved. And so it's this different, and he's like, yeah, there's no supernatural demon. It's just what it would be if you just every fucking moment you needed to be with this person and you were obsessed.
Yeah,
and that's terrifying.
You said something before where it was he had this idea of what she was, and kind of that's what the wish made her into that idea of what he wanted his woman to be, but then he didn't like it anymore. It was too much for him. You know what I mean? And that's that was a statement on its own.
Of
he wanted her in a certain box. He wanted her to be this.
And then when she was in that box, he was like, "Whoa, I don't like this."
Because he'd never liked her.
Why are you acting like that?
He liked the idea of her.
Yeah.
He didn't know
he liked the idea
anything.
of a girl.
Yeah.
It didn't matter who it was. He was just obsessed with this one, he
didn't even know she was fucking her best friend or whatever. It's
they both kept it secret, so that's all. Know. But I'll say this: he asked her. She straight up asked him before anything, "Hey, do you like me?" Mm-hmm. He had a chance right there. He was If he had the courage to say, "Hey, yeah," cool. They could have had a conversation, and it's like,
Right.
you know what? I'm not feeling you, or you know, maybe, yeah, let's see what happens. You know, it could have been 50-50, you know, but at least,
Yeah.
but he was too scared to get the rejection out of it. You know,
Yeah.
he's like the elementary school kids, like, do you like me? Circle yes or no. And he's like, I don't know how to.
Yeah.
And he
Well,
didn't
that's
know
what
what
his
to
friend
do.
was trying to
And
tell
then you just
him.
throw the note out.
And that's what I like finding out that he was banging her, is that he's even telling him to go try to bang her, and it's like, look, man, stop being so corny. Like, I know her. Trust me. I know what she likes. I know what she likes. And it's like, she likes confidence, you know, and instead he's all like sheepish and weird and greasy, and it's like, all right, dude,
And
nobody
the other
likes that.
and the other girl, Sarah, thought he was cute, and she
Yeah,
liked him.
he had this other baddie into him.
Yeah.
He didn't even know. He didn't even care.
He had the cool goth baddie, or whatever you want to call her, but
Yeah,
she
what are
was
you
cool.
doing?
Sarah was cool. She was an artist too.
Yeah,
I
she
was like,
was
I like
awesome,
Sarah.
yeah.
I was like, oh my God, Sarah's awesome. Oh
Me
man,
too.
shout out Sarah. She was.
And that
Oh,
didn't idiot-
that hurt.
My
That
fan
hurt.
theory. My fan theory. He's racist.
Probably. He's like, no, my mom wouldn't like her.
Yeah, he's like he's racist.
Yeah, he's like, no, my mom wouldn't.
I don't care if Andy Richter's her dad. No,
Yeah.
Wait, really?
no.
Well, in the movie,
Oh, I get it.
he
Yeah.
owned the music shop.
Yeah.
I see.
It took
I
me
love
two
Andy
times.
Richter.
I didn't catch like where the gun came from until the second time. I didn't notice. I didn't catch the line where he said her dad keeps a gun in his safe. I didn't catch that
Yeah.
at all. I was
You
over
know,
my
whenever
head.
they mention a gun, it's gonna come up,
Oh yeah,
right?
Uh,
Isn't that one of the
yeah.
rules?
yeah. But let's talk about the fun part though. The cat.
Oh my god.
Oh,
That was what I knew I was in for something when that happens in the first few minutes. I'm like, oh no.
And some people talk about how she acts like the cat in a weird way too. How cats act like obsessed with you, and I was like, that's
Yeah.
really funny that she like took Sandy's place. I'm like, that's odd. It's an odd take
Oh,
on
that's
this.
interesting.
I
Yeah.
thought it was odd that this guy didn't bury his fucking cat.
Yeah, that's what Ashley said. She was like, "Well, where the fuck did he have the cat the whole time? Like he put it in a
I thought he buried it and then she dug it up.
no, but he put it in a bag. That was the last you saw.
Oh yeah, he put it in a bag.
Yeah, he put it in a bag. But like, where did she like? Did she? Like,
I thought
did
he-
he just have it in the bag in the house?
I
for
thought
a
she
while?
went through the
Like,
trash and found it.
She might have, yeah, maybe, but like
I
they-
assume
like-
she just was like, oh, here's that cat. Like she brought out the garbage and was like, oh, here's the cat or something. I don't know.
I notice people with pets, if they die like that, they'll
They're-
call up
you gotta
and
take
they'll
care of
take
that
it to
right
the.
away.
They
Yeah,
will
yeah.
take it to the vet. You know, maybe they'll
Yeah.
bury it in the backyard, but they'll probably take it to the vet, spend the extra couple bucks just to like.
Yeah, you get
they-
cremated.
Yeah, people
Yeah,
love their
yeah.
animals so much they'll spend the money to like
Yeah,
to
100%.
to either have them taken care of and elsewhere. You know,
yeah.
but man, I was like, oh, the cat sandwich.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the cat sandwich
Yeah.
was disgusting. That
And he
was
liked
so
it.
gross.
He liked it. It was good. I was like, wow.
I mean, it's meat. It's
Yeah,
probably
it's
not
weird.
How
He
old
wasn't
it
like
is?
spitting it out.
Right away, yeah.
Yeah,
She
yeah.
cooked it good. She's a great chef.
That's what I'm saying. It's you
Yeah,
know,
I mean,
salt,
chopped
pepper, butter. You
champion
can make
right
anything
there.
all right. Yeah,
She took an old dead cat and made it taste delicious enough with a little bit of lettuce and tomato. And
I've
you
done
were,
a lot with old meat. You know.
Yeah, I guess it was
You can-
delish because he just was going to town like it was tuna fish, blue cheese,
Yeah.
you know, or something. And then someone had, and then he had to like look at it and be like, oh no, now it's gross. And it's like,
Yeah.
is it gross if it's only gross when you look at it?
Yeah.
You know, people eat tongue. It's delicious.
Especially not to be and I love my cat, and I would never eat
Tripe.
a cat, but
I would.
like a cat probably tastes pretty good, especially you're feeding it because you're feeding it like good food all the time. It's not like it's eating garbage where it tastes
Right.
like garbage. You're feeding that like nice like sugary shitty food, and that cat meat probably tastes pretty good.
Gerbil, if anyone would know, you would.
I've eaten cricket. I've eaten horse. I would totally eat
So
a
have I,
cat
yeah.
and a dog. I would
I
totally do it.
would, but not just
I would,
not my
totally,
own.
I would eat a scorpion. I'd eat it all. I'm like, yeah, sure. I would
I've
try
eaten a
it.
scorpion.
What's it taste like?
It kind of tastes like crab, honestly.
Land
It has like a
crab.
like a crab, like a shellfishness to it.
Oh, okay.
Should make a land crab boil, or we just land crustacean boil. We just find all kinds of things to boil. that
Yeah,
are
just like you gotta get like fat bugs, you know. That's where you get the meat.
fat bugs.
Yeah.
Come on down to fat bugs. We got all kinds of bugs for you to eat. We barbecue damn cockroaches. We got goddamn grasshoppers. We got crickets. We got I don't know.
Dude,
Run out of steam here.
If she,
Because like crab meat is basically goo before you cook it, so that's what's inside of a bug.
That sounds
Same
delicious.
idea.
I'm not even being facetious. That sounds good.
Hear the rest of this episode, including the conclusion of the conversation between Omar, Micaela, and Jerbil about the movie Obsession, as well as their discussion on Curry Barker's horror shorts, the ones they loved and the ones that inspired Obsession. Plus, listen to the conversation about Backrooms and the Creepypasta that inspired the movie. Check the link in our episode description for our Patreon. You can join the Bleed With Me horror podcast for as little as $3 a month. You join at the Bloody Good Show level, get all of the exclusive extended episodes, behind the scenes content, and support the show. If you want to join at the $5 level, you can become a Hemogoblin. You get everything from the previous level, plus you get our printable horror movie bingo games. Make your next movie night into a game night too. And you also get the exclusive mini zine, so you can even have these shipped to you if you want old school zines, or you can print them at home and make them yourself. Or you could join for $10 at the Bloodletter level, and you also get a Bleed With Me t-shirt handmade by the Bleed With Me crew. And for $20 a month, you could become a Wayward Creepy, get everything from the previous levels, plus we adopt you and you get a mysterious benefit. So check out our Patreon. We got a lot going on there. We've also recently joined Threads. You can join our polls, answer questions about horror, and give us your take on what we're reviewing and discussing. Follow us on Instagram. Check out our TikTok. Of course, we're on YouTube. And don't forget to stay bloody.
Two.